restoring dignity and profit with every cremation. Starmark Funeral Products. When describing cremation on a national basis, most funeral directors would generally divide cremation into two categories: 80% immediate cremation and 20% cremation with full public services viewing. Our industry has basically accepted that 80% or more of cremation client families choose immediate cremation of the body, and 20% or less will choose some type of interaction with the body prior to cremation. It is likely that many families default to immediate cremation because pervasive advertising of complete cremation at very low prices, or families are not aware of newly available value-sensitive service choices. We tend to believe that families understand everything about cremation, when in fact, 24% of cremation client families from our 2010 survey do not think that any container is required to hold the body for cremation. But there is some good news based on Starmark's 2010 nationwide cremation consumer survey data. Many will be surprised to hear that 65.9% of cremation client families expect to have some type of interaction with the body, such as identification viewing or private family time with the deceased, up to full services, including public viewing of the body. What are the most likely buying trends of the 65.9% that expect some type of involvement with the body prior to cremation? Some of these families may seek out the lowest priced service provider, but more will use a local funeral home. The vast majority of the group will choose minimal private family time with the deceased and expects to spend well under $350 for a cremation container and less than $200 for an urn. This is the most overlooked margin improvement section. Those survey respondents selecting full services with public viewing, approximately 15% nationally, expect to spend $500 to $1,000 for the use of a rental casket or modest cremation container, such as a cloth-covered casket, and approximately $250 for an urn. It's not all good news. The bad news is some cremation consumers will opt for immediate disappearance of the body, regardless of the service choices and products you make available. But what does that mean exactly? According to our 2010 Cremation Consumer Survey, 34.1% of client families expect the body to immediately and unceremoniously disappear without any family involvement. For the funeral home, that means no identification viewing, no private family time with the deceased, no full services, including public viewing of the body, and lowest revenue and profit margins. What are the likely buying trends of the 34.1% of immediate disappearance cremation families? Survey results indicate that they will often tend to seek out the lowest priced service provider. They expect to spend less than $1,000 for immediate disappearance cremation. They may still schedule a memorial service at extra cost. They expect the urn to cost significantly less than $200 and in most cases, free. What can the industry do to reverse these negative cremation revenue trends to positive revenue trends? A great start would be to recognize that families need more choices at the lower end of the retail cremation service pricing. Offer more types of services involving only the immediate family that also include limited time with the deceased. This is absolutely crucial to margin improvement. We've all heard the statement, "Time is money." To improve bottom-end cremation margins, family time with the deceased prior to cremation will generate new revenue opportunities generally overlooked. In place of immediate cremation, consider that every budget cremation should include identification of the deceased in the actual cremation container and avoid dressing table viewings. Consider creating one or two private family gathering types of services. Include simple things like coffee and tea service, a room other than a large chapel that includes a few comfortable chairs, music playing softly, and even reusable silk floral displays. Offer dignified cremation container choices, such as the transporter, to supplement or replace the use of a plain cardboard cremation container. The transporter presumes something more than immediate cremation, but the plain cardboard cremation container assumes immediate cremation. Replace the plain cardboard cremation container. Always give families a dignified, upgraded container choice. Recognizing that a modestly priced rental casket is your best tool to dramatically improve cremation profit margins and the volume of public services with viewing is key. Now let's take a look at cremation container product assortments, such as products for budget cremation, including private family viewing. Budget cremation containers should facilitate identification and inspire private family viewing. Every cremation provider should display 1 or 2 dignified cremation container products, even alternative containers, that are retail priced under $350. Our survey clearly indicates that cremation products priced above $350 retail will not frequently be sold. For many cremation providers, these dignified budget containers will represent approximately 75% of unit sales. We recommend selecting 1 or 2 units from this assortment and reducing or eliminating the use of the plain cardboard container. Products for cremation that inspire full public services. These are products priced over $500 retail. There should be a variety of products available for services that include full public services and viewing. 1 or 2 rental caskets will be the most effective and highly profitable, both from the actual product margin, but much more from the service revenue generated with full public services. Our surveys clearly indicate that budget-minded cremation families will rarely purchase a cremation container for more than $350 retail, but approximately 30% of full public services families will buy down from a rental casket to lower-priced products that look to be suitable for public viewing. To avoid buy-down probabilities, Starmark produces alternative cremation containers that do not look like traditionally styled caskets. Contrary to industry 80 to 20% perception, 65.9% of families expect to have some type of involvement with the body prior to cremation. That there is substantial profit opportunity in modest private family-based cremation service upgrades with dignified cremation containers priced under $350 retail. Well-priced rental caskets generate higher net profit margins than do any other cremation products. The trend of rising cremation can be alarming, but the good news is that Starmark is helping thousands of funeral providers take small incremental steps to increase revenue through product offerings that inspire services.